This is so exciting for me because she makes me laugh so much I have back pain. We are so happy to have Margaret Cho with us.
Hi.
I love when I can laugh so much to you that I actually have back pain and can't breathe. It's
Oh
good.
no, I'm
it's
sorry.
good pain.
Okay, good.
One of the first questions I have for you is, who makes you laugh, Margaret?
Oh, well, I love Gilbert Gottfried.
Okay.
I absolutely love Bill Burr. I have really enjoyed seeing so many people here. I love Reggie Watts.
Okay.
I love Dave Chappelle. He's one of my absolute favorites. There's so many, it's just an incredible, kind of just wonderful people here, that this is like kind of the epicenter of where everybody is. I can't believe I didn't get to see Wanda Sykes.
Right.
She's really tremendous and so important and so somebody that I just die laughing. I guess she would be my favorite of all. And then of course the people that I miss, like Robin Williams and of course Joan Rivers. So that there's so many comedians that have made me just scream laughing, and I'm just glad to be here so that I can see some of it.
Yay. Now, you wear so many hats. You're actress, comedian, writer. Is there any other job you could do that, that would fulfill you as much as those three things?
I don't know. I think I really like, I love animals, so I would love to do something for animals. Maybe if I went to a pet psychic once, and then the pet psychic told me that my dog didn't really understand that I was a comedian. He thought I was a singer. So he was really proud, and he would watch me on television. He thought my mom was a singer because my voice sounded like I was singing. Right. So I would like to be a dog singer.
That's fantastic. When you are preparing to put a new show together, like the one that we've got going on now, there's no I in team, but there is a Joe and Zyko.
Yes.
How long does it take you? Is it like sort of like years to put it kind of together, or does it come together quickly?
It comes together pretty quickly. I mean, it sort of depends. You have your material that you sort of build up over time, and then you sort of get the framework of it, and you kind of figure it out. So it's always growing. I mean, every show really is different. Every show is its own kind of living creature, because stand-up comedy, what is the most exciting part about the art form is that it is alive. So it's always a new thing. It's always a new show every day.
Now, I feel like you could actually probably live in Canada and be happy, because I feel like maybe some of the crazy that happens in the States would make you want to come here, but then I feel like you'd be bored and you'd need to go back.
Well, I love Canada, and I love how Canada deals with the crazy. Like, I loved how Canada dealt with John Gomeshi, which was actually pretty devastating for me because I was a fan.
Yep.
And I feel really betrayed and angry, and I respect Lucy Decatur and Reva Seth and somebody else who came forward, Billy Bob Thornton, came forward as a third victim. That is such a good Canadian joke too. It's really it's a good one. But it's just that they really dealt with it. In America, we are still 50 victims of Bill Cosby have come forward, and nothing has happened with him.
Now, I don't know if you've been across Canada, but obviously you come to Montreal quite a bit to come to Just for Laughs. What does Montreal mean to you?
Montreal for me is it's Europe without the Atlantic. You really are treated to this beautiful place that is just a world city. It is Rufus Wainwright. It is beautiful people, beautiful streets and architecture, wonderful food. It is the best. It's poutine. It's this festival. It's lots of great things.
When I say the names Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, what does that make you feel?
Oh, I love them, and they're so supportive and just really helping women in comedy, and certainly a great asset to me. We all just got nominated for an Emmy for the Golden Globes, which I think I'm nominated, but I because I was part of the show, and quite a large part of the show, but I was not. They were trying to make it a secret for me because they knew that they would have gotten censored before, because it was quite a little bit dangerous what we were doing. So I think, but I think I'm nominated. I believe I'm going to be somebody's plus one. We'll see. We'll figure it out.
Maybe Seth Meyers. I saw that the other night.
Oh yes, Seth Meyers offered a plus one, but I'm kind of hoping Tina will be.
I think she should. I think she should. Now, did you love doing that performance because, and did you expect the flack? Because you did get a bit of flack for being that North Korean general, which I think most of us thought was hysterical.
Thank you. Well, yeah, but it's odd to me because, North Korea is, I am North Korean. I mean, Korea was one country. I have endured over 65 years of being separated from my people. The country was one country, and then it was split by this totalitarian regime. It's insane. They have abused human rights in so many ways. It is so awful. So the only weapon I have is comedy. Mm-hmm. So when people say to me, how dare you portray a Korean? It's weird because I'm Korean. So I'm not sure what I'm supposed to, I don't know what to do.
Does your mom love being in your act still? Because I've seen several of your shows, and,
Yes.
and I die every time. Every time you become your mother, it's.
Oh.
Do you know that that's going to get everybody? Like everybody just goes as soon as you do that.
It's fun. She loves it too. She's very fond of it, and she always wants to be part of it. And right now, she's obsessed with the kefir. The yogurt kefir. She's then you do the it come out. You eat it and then digest, and then it come out like banana. So that's she's very into probiotic.
Do you hang out with her as much as you can to get more fodder?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, she is such a genius and so funny, and she's actually fluent in French too.
No,
Yes.
really?
So I need to figure out how to do French in her accent. So we'll see. That would be a big hit.
Please. Next time you come up, that's got to happen.
Yeah.
You did mention Robin Williams and Joan Rivers, and I just wanted to ask you, I did find out about your hashtag #BeRobin. Can you just briefly explain what that means to you?
Oh, well, when he died, I wanted to remember him by recreating part of his life's legacy, which was to help the homeless and also to street perform. That was what he did a long time ago before Mark and Mindy. So it was a homeless outreach where I would go and people would bring food and clothes and money and homeless people would come and take it. And we would do these big crazy shows out on the street. And we did it for 2 months in San Francisco. And I think it really helped the city. A lot of buildings were opened up during a big winter storm for homeless people to live. It was sort of alerting the city government that we needed to take care of our people there. And so it was a way to deal with my grief and also to honor really a tremendous man.
Please never stop what you're doing because you bring so much joy to so many people. So thank you for what you do because I appreciate it and I know that all of our listeners do as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
This is the amazing Margaret Cho.